At age 84, 50 years out from the Hebrew Union College, I am either a revered elder or an alta kaka. It depends on entirely how you see me with shadow of a cone. Let me share with you a few things that are happening in my life. I continue to learn. How could that stop? I continue to write. I continue to publish. All that would be expected. Let me share this. Every few weeks, I get a call out of the blue from a Jewish community in distress. Sometimes it's a large congregation in a metropolitan center, sometimes a remote area of New England or Ohio, and they want to know from me what they can do to restore their community. Now, two things. There are so many communities in distress, not only Jewish progressive communities, but religious progressive communities across denominations. And the question is, why me? And the answer is, as Mark just shared, there was a 10-year period where we did just that. We had a Jewish community in sharp decline. We reversed it. And there were certain principles involved in that reversal. And people somehow seem to know that. Articles were published about that. And I do what I can for them. I listen to the situation, give them advice, tell them who to contact, and then I say, you're already too late. The paradigm has shifted. That is what worked for us 20 years ago when Wally and I made a decision, instead of my pursuing a career as a novelist, to return to the rabbinate. Won't work anymore. Your Jewish life will work, but it will work in a different format, a different paradigm, different structures, and one has to be open to that. It doesn't mean you can't continue as a community. Of course you can continue as a community. It doesn't mean that you can't get together for services, if not in that place, another place. Of course you can do that. It doesn't mean that you can't continue learning Torah. Of course you can do that. It's just that the paradigm and the way in which one does it will be different, and to be open and receptive of those differences. The future for this community is extraordinary. As Mark suggested, I remember Peter Beaumont and I and others from the community 15 years ago talked about what Temple Israel and Federation will accomplish together. It will come into being. It will become a standard, a beacon in the southern part of this country for what can be done. It's simply such an extraordinary opportunity and challenge that this community faces. And I look forward to being here in several years for the ribbon cutting. Peter, too. Okay, thank you.